If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or maybe just like your confidence is running on E, this one little word applied to 3 different areas of your life will flip the script. So grab your coffee, your tea, or your water. I'm drinking water today because I got to work on that. Settle in and watch today's video. You guys, I'm super excited. Today is January 1st, 2025, and this is the first video of the year for the Mothership channel, where so many wonderful things await for us. And I'm happy to share that with you and, see what the future will hold for us. And while it's true that we can have just about everything that we want, there's something really important about making that happen. And it's today's word of the day, and it's active. So keep watching the video and learn how applying that in 3 different areas of your life will flip the script and boost your confidence and change your life and help you achieve the life that you've been dreaming of. A lot of people like to say that you can have whatever you want in this life. And while that is partially true, there's a second half part of that statement that people tend to leave out. And that is that you must actively pursue anything and everything that you want in this life. And I especially believe that to be true if you are raising kids alone, because nothing will come easy, nothing will come by chance, which means you're constantly having to actively make the right choices. And the number one area that we're going to cover today is have an active mindset. What does it mean to have an active mindset? Well, I'll give you one example. How often do you find yourself trying to do something new, and the first thing that comes to mind is, I can't do that, or I can't figure that out? An active mindset means that when that pops into your mind, you counteract it with a positive statement, because confidence starts with your thoughts and the way that you speak to yourself and the way that you see yourself. So whenever you have a negative thought in your mind, like, for example, there have been times where, for example, right now I'm trying to figure out all of this YouTube thing. I'm trying to learn Final Cut Pro because I was using Power Director, which just does not work for me in the way that I think. And I have to actively pursue things that educate me. Like, so my free time, I spend it learning about YouTube and Final Cut Pro versus sitting and watching a show. Do I watch a show? Yes. Is that where I spend the majority of my time? No, because it doesn't serve me. So my active mindset dictates that I need to focus on the things that are going to help me. And what helps me is thinking, yes, I can do this. What do I need to do this? And how can I educate myself further to do this? And not just do it in any way, do it effectively, do it in a way that it yields the positive results that I want. All of that starts in the mind. In order for your life to become anything that you want, you have to see it in your mind's eye first. Actively see it in your mind's eye first before it can come to life. So if you're watching this video, I want you to decide today that the next time a negative thought pops up in your head, that you're going to counteract it. So for example, if you have difficulties managing time, don't say I suck at managing time and leave it at that. I want you to say, I'm going to manage my time better. And then you're going to grab your wonderful little phone and you're going to use the calendar app to time block whatever you have to do. And you're going to refer to it a few times a day, and then you're going to check off whatever you've done. And you're going to celebrate that accomplishment. I don't care if it's that you washed the dishes before you went to bed, so when you wake up in the morning, you can make yourself a healthy meal and not have to deal with, a dirty sink. That's a celebration. Do it. Make time in the evenings to leave your kitchen clean. It takes 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Anything, whatever you're struggling with right now that, brings up any negativity in your mind, flip it. I don't care if it's a big thing. I don't care if it's laundry. I don't care if it's, reading to your kids before they go to bed or tucking them in. Don't say, I suck because I don't make time to read to my kids. No, maybe it's true because you didn't make the time, but don't get stuck in that energy. Say, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to read one chapter for my daughter or my son, 5 minutes. You'll probably get stuck there because kids love when you read to them. They just love to be in your presence. But think of it as a time as where you get to relax too. You know, it's so nice just to like kick back and cuddle with your babies. You know what I mean? And read to them and smell them and give them a kiss in their head and tuck them in, and then you leave, you know, for the night and do whatever else you have to do next. So yes, you're going to have negative thoughts pop up into your mind. Please don't let that be the last thing in your mind. Always, always make the decision to actively flip the switch and end it on something positive, because that's a whole different energetic vibe. And it's the one that you want to be in. It's the one that's going to keep attracting all those wonderful things that you want in your life. The second area where you can improve upon is active choices, or, you know, AKA decision making. However big or small, each and every one of those is a way of you improving your confidence, because confidence is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So don't ever be shy about putting it to the test. Don't leave anything in your life to chance. You know, be active about all the choices that you make daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. Because when you actively decide on the things that align with what's going to make your life better, there will be no other recourse for your life except for it to be better. And that includes time management. Like if somebody invites you somewhere and you do not have the time to go, you say no. Don't go because you don't want that person to feel bad. So you go and you spend 3 or 4 hours of your time that you don't have. You neglected something that you needed to do for your house, and now you need to come scrambling back home to get it all together. As a single mom, you cannot live that way. It will just be like madness, you know? So you need to actively choose what you're going to do with your life, right? And decide on only doing those things that serve you. It'll make you a happier woman, a happier mom. It'll make your kids happier. Your home will operate better, and it'll just be win after win after win. You know, people tend to think that when you say no all the time, you're being mean, but you're not. Saying no, 1, is a full sentence, and 2, it allows you to take full control and agency of your life, which you absolutely need that. Like, that's not even like, it's not some luxury that is, you know, for someone else. It's for you. Like, you deserve the life that you want to have. And the only way you're going to carve that out is by making active choices, choosing the things that only serve you and your goals. Like, I can't say that enough, because I think like a lot of people feel like if you only look out for yourself, you're being selfish. But the truth is that in order for you to build a life that you want for yourself and your kids, you have to look out for yourself. You know what I mean? There's no one else is coming to save you. You are your own savior, and you should not be made to feel guilty about that. And anyone that tries to make you feel guilty about that, just be mindful of that, because that might not be a good friendship for you. And maybe it's time that you start reevaluating whether or not you should be spending time with people that, you know, try to make you feel bad because you're trying to do something for yourself and your kids. Like, if you are a single mom, your priority is yourself and your children and no one else. Should you help others? Absolutely. It's great to be giving and nurturing and graceful and share with people, but not to your own detriment. Not right now, not ever, especially not in the beginning, especially not when you're trying to, you know, get your bearings again. When it's just focus on you. I promise you that all the other chips will fall into place, because when you focus on your life and the way that you want to build it, like, your energy changes. Like, you just become a completely different person. You become a happy, confident person. And all the other things, all the naysayers, all the things that are not good for you, they will just kind of fall off on their own because they just won't be able to keep up with your greatness. And that is okay. And making the right choices for yourself can also show up in things like, preparing meals for yourself and your kids versus eating fast foods. It's just so many areas of your life where you can actively make the right choices and decisions for yourself. So take a minute today, again, think about what things you can be doing that, serve you better, and actively choose those things. Decide on those steps. And don't accept anything less of yourself or anyone else. The last area in your life that I want to touch on is active movement. And this one is literal. Stagnant body, stagnant life. You must work out. You must do something. You cannot come home from work. And I know that you're tired. I'm tired too, but you cannot come home from work and sit on the couch every single day of your life eating, box dinners and feeding your kids box dinner. Just think about how much energy it requires to move, to even create something beautiful, right? So you have to be in a constant ebb and flow of movement. When my girls were younger, and we still have a family membership, I used to take my girls to the gym with me all the time. My daughters grew up in the gym. They grew up working out 3 or 4 times a week, and on top of that, they had their sports. Why? Tired kids, kids that are tired from activity, they're just like better human beings. You know what I mean? They were too tired to misbehave, too tired to rebel, too tired for boyfriends, okay? I didn't have to deal with any of that stuff, my daughters growing up, because they were so busy. And also they were confident. Children that grow up working out, eating healthy, and into sports, they're just different beasts. You know what I mean? They're not worried about, at least in my experience and what I've seen from my own daughters and other children also that have grown up the way that they did. They're just different kids. They're not worried about who likes them or who doesn't like them. They're more concerned with liking themselves and being true to themselves, which is, the kind of humans that I wanted to raise. And if that's the kind of human that you want to raise too, then active movement needs to be an incredible part of your life. It's not, something that, can be put in the back burner. For one, kids grow up really, really fast. So the time that you have, the window that you have with your kids to really shape and mold them is very, very small. You may think you have a long time, but I promise you that saying, what is it, the days are long and the years are short? So true. But also even for yourself, I remember there was times where I was so tired of doing everything on my own. And the one thing that I could look forward to was actually going to the gym. One, I could take my daughters. There was a section for the kids. They would be there and then they were with me and they were active. But I wasn't actively paying attention to them. I was actively paying attention to myself and working out and feeling good. And that would just make me better, a better mom. And then we would all go with our little gym bags. And so I would literally come home from work, get a quick snack, because in the evenings that we were going to the gym, it was a quick dinner. It was already prepared. And we would all grab our bags and we would all go to the gym. And after we were all done working out and activities, we would go into the showers. We would all take showers, you know what I mean, and come out in our PJs ready for bed. We would come back home. We would cuddle in the couch for a little bit, tidy up whatever needed to be done. I might give the girls some warm milk or hot chocolate or whatever. Everybody brush their teeth, everybody to bed. And that was our routine, for many, many, many years. And then one day I looked and I had these 2 incredible young women to call my daughters. If you don't have money to go to the gym, that's fine too. You can still go on walks with your kids. You can still go to the park with your kids. You know what I mean? You can walk around the block if you have a pet. When my daughter was younger, I used to go on dog walks with her. She's older now. I don't go on those dog walks anymore. But you build memories and you build connections. And most importantly, your kids are watching you create this life, and they're learning. And it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? To me, like, these are like if you actively focus on these 3 areas of your life, you will just like 10x yourself. Literally. I promise. I'm going to wrap this up here because I promised that every video in this series is kind of short, not overwhelming. But if any part of this video has helped you, inspired you, made you feel even a little bit better, please like the video, share it with another mom in need or another friend in need, and subscribe to the channel and stick around and become part of this community. Remember that you are capable, powerful, and never alone. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.